Daniel's on this side, like, still working bloody hard. Here we go, bit of colour now, bud. Yeah, here it comes. Oh, nice snapper. Nice trevally. Beauty, nice trevally. Oh, really lovely sashimi fish. And a nice snapper, bud. So, this was going to be the snapper we were going to do today for the boys' boot camp and cook it up. And I specifically told young Spencer, don't bring your sausages out, mate, because he wanted to, because we're going to cook this up. And he's currently been at my house, got the fire going before I got here, and I've just arrived now. And guess what's cooking on the fire? So I want you to explain to me what part of my conversation with you about not bringing sausages, not cooking them, the part you didn't understand. I want you to tell me that right now. Because I specifically said we're going to do the fish, don't bring the sausages. You said yep, and I get here and they're cooking on the fire. We've got a great big snapper for you to cook up that I've taken off ice and let get to almost room temperature, so it means it can't be used for much more than anything else. So I want you to tell me exactly what you didn't understand about that, what bit you didn't process, because I'm interested to know.
I thought you said you can bring them and leave them here. Yep,
I said that. I said you can freeze them for next time. Yep, I said that.
Then Cole's got, oh, I'm hungry. So let's chuck them on.
So it looks like it's Cole's fault, eh? You're sort of sneaking out that one there. Listen, mate, it was a pretty clear instruction, and I'm disappointed in you, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
Okay, that's the end of my telling off. Let's do some stuff. So these are the boys' knives. This is Cole's one. I like this one because it's got a gut hook. What brand is it, Cole? Where'd you get it from, mate? It's got a name there on it, yeah. Okay. Where's that from, do you know? No, right. I do like that gut hook. It hasn't got a bad edge. His dad is a butcher and he's sharpened it. He's done a pretty good job. This knife here belongs to you. And it's actually, you know, you could actually use that as a stick knife. I'm not so sure about what it's made out of. I'm thinking probably stainless.
Yeah, I found it at the wharf. And I was like, oh, yeah.
You found it at the wharf. Well, we can definitely get a better edge than that because it's about as blunt as a piece of wood. So we've got two lots of stones here. We've got the Indian stone or the oil stone, and we've got two Japanese 220 and 500 whetstone, and we've got a guide. So we'll get you going with the guide first, Spencer. I'll pop the knife guide on there. Just going to put a little bit of water on the stone. These aren't the ones you soak. You just add water as you go along, and you don't need a lot. And old Pace is like, yeah, what's going on here, boss? And what you'll do is you just go straight up and down on the stone to begin with, like I've taught you last weekend when we did it. Just that there. Pressure when you pull away, relax when you push. So when you're pulling away from the blade, that's where the pressure goes on. We need a bit more water on here. We'll get it a bit wetter. And you'll build up that sort of grey sludge. And once that starts to build up, you'll be sweet as, bro. You keep it on there. And then you'll move this along. So I want 20 on each side. So you do 20 that side and then you'll turn it over. Same again. And keeping your angle the same. Don't try to up and down like this here. Okay. But we'll get that there. We'll get a bit more water going on this because it's a bit dry still. Get a little bit of water, good man. We'll get that nice and wet and we'll put that in there. And get this nice and wet. Don't feel it biting. Remember to use the whole stone from one end to the other. That's the way to go. This is a two-sided stone. It's got a coarser side and a finer side. I think that's about 120. I think it's 220. Good man. That's the one. Probably splash out and give it another one too there, Cole. Good man. Excellent. This is not bad. You want to hold your blade so you can tilt just till you see where the edge is. Like that there, see that? That's your angle. So your dad's done quite it. You can see as you rock it up, you can see there. And again, you can see the edge on it there, it's going through there. So when you can do it on an angle if you like that there, or you can do it straight up and down. What you want to do is just keep that same angle the whole time. So two hands, I'm holding the camera, so I can't show you, but you have a hand over there, another one holding the handle up. Try that and see how you go. That's really good, mate. Sounds really good. Got a nice sound. You're keeping an equal 20 on both sides. Okay, don't forget to turn over, and also don't forget to go up and down your knife, so you're not just wearing one part of the knife. Yep. So the stuff you just cleaned off the knife, you leave that on the stone. That's like a cutting compound. That's what actually cuts the steel. So leave the grey sludge on. Don't take it off. Yeah. Okay, you carry on there. The pressure when you're coming away towards yourself. So when you're going this way, you're sharpening away from the. So when you're pushing the blade into the stone, it's relax. When you're pulling away, sharpen.
It's really hard because there's a big dip in it.
There is a dip in it. You get a lot of work to do to straighten that knife out. So Cole's getting a really good flush edge on the stone, and for first time on the stone you're doing well, mate. Very good. Keep going. Ah, my mate Dave just turned up. Cool. Excellent. Good man. I've heard some people say you shouldn't use olive oil because it can oxidate the knife. Never seen it myself. Rightio, let's see how Spencer's doing. You could just get like this here just to take the burr off.
No, I hadn't had one.
Okay, let's have a feel of this edge here. Well, that's actually not bad, mate. It's a lot sharper than it was.
Yeah.
No, you've definitely made it sharper. Good boy. That's actually good. You're getting there. You still need a fair way to go.
Yeah.
Just carry on. You're on the right track. You're keeping your angle right. Let's go and check out Cole and see how he's doing. How's it feel, mate?
Not great.
Not great.
Nah. One side's alright, but then one side's not.
Well, you got them both even, Pace?
Yeah.
If they're not both even, you're in trouble. That's actually blunter it was when you started. Your dad had made that sharp, but you've actually blunted it. Okay, you're gonna have to carry on now and keep your angle the same. Show me what you're doing. Not very easy with these guys all hanging around. Run it down there. Where you go, Bruno? Where you go? Where you go, Pace? Where you go? Where you go, Pace? Oh, where you go? Get your nose cut. Tear it, bud. So there's a bit of a rock going on there, isn't there? You said if you're doing a bit of this thing here, you got to try to keep that dead straight. It's not easy. You can do a bit of pace? Not really, no. And get your flow a little bit more. That's good. Get your flow a little bit more faster. You can tell by the sound of it. Are you counting these? No?
No.
Well, turn over when you think you've done 20 and we'll do the other side. Rock it over, that's about 20. I'm guessing, but okay, keep your angle the same and pressure on when you're pulling towards yourself with the edge, and then that's a little bit steep on the other side. You want to drop out to there, okay? There's where you want to keep it. That's good. Okay, let's get this thing moving. So in this case, you'll be putting pressure on when you pull towards yourself. It sounds good. It looks good. Carry on, make sure you've got plenty of oil, okay?
Yeah.
And I'll come and check you again in about 5 minutes.
How's it going?
This little bastard here's trying to get in the neck. Where you go, Pace? Anyway, David, you know David, he's a good bastard. He helped me out last time. I had mussels and shit stuck to the bottom of the houseboat. He come over, was it yesterday you come over? Friday. Jeez, I've lost, of course I was on Derville all day yesterday. Brain fart. But he came over on Friday and he helped me with, well, actually we spent a whole day together, didn't we?
Yep.
It was an awesome day, and he helped me with a lot of stuff with the water because we dug the water up, not on purpose. The digger hit it when he was doing the place here, and Dave hadn't be here. It wasn't his planned day. We're just going to hang out and do man stuff, and he ended up swinging off the end of a pick. But I went in the house when I got this morning, got back from the houseboat and went to make a cup of tea. There's no water, so our connections weren't quite.
No, it's a maze. So yeah, it's a maze of stuff. We hooked up this one here. We've dug up the main water line there of the house. That's what we've got to connect to this pipe here. But somewhere from there to here, it's here.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to scratch in here, but that pipe's just there, so it's obviously not there. I reckon we've got to go
Yeah,
down.
go down further. So that's what Dave's doing. And so you can always tell who your mates are, because it's a bit like when you're shifting flat. Suddenly everybody disappears, and then there's a couple on normally sharp. He's the sort of bastard that'll put his hand up and say, I'll help you. And he's been bloody awesome. That's a knife you found, what, at the wharf?
Yeah, about 2 years ago or something like that.
Yep, so he's on the Japanese whetstone, and Cole's been on the Indian stone over here, and right now he's getting his bow ready to go and shoot a rabbit. We've got the fire going. What we are going to do is we're going to cook up the small snapper for dinner tonight that I caught yesterday at Derville, and I'm going to show these guys how to do it on the fire. So that's basically with the scales still on, and just real sort of primitive way of doing it, but it cooks really well. Right now we're going to go out and do some practice with the bow first before we try and shoot a rabbit. Cole's going to do that. You're going to stay behind, mate, because he's going to find it really hard to stalk as it is with just by himself, because you've got to get inside sort of like 20-15 metres shooting rabbits with these. Well, tell us about this, mate.
It's just standard compound bow from hunting and fishing.
Oh yeah.
I brought it about a year and a half ago.
How many pounds is it?
It goes up to 55, but I think I have it about 40.
Oh yeah. They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, and I shot a goat with it
Oh yeah.
a while ago, and still trying to go after a big billy, but
Yeah.
haven't got there yet.
That's all right. It's a good way to start. Set up at 15. Going for the target. Oh, that's nice, mate. It's a wee bit low. You got another one? That's not bad. Let's see if we can go a little bit higher. I like how you didn't muck around, you're straight at it. I'll hold the camera on this one and you just like go for it. There we go. Beside it, that was a miss.
Yeah.
Okay, that rabbit's running away. Well, that's grouping right beside your other one. Well, it's about bang on top of it. Have another shot. The fact that these two have grouped really well and your other one's over here would indicate you did something like you either moved or something on that, because they're packing pretty close to each other, eh?
Yeah.
So pull those out and we'll do it again. Right, let's give that again another crack, see how you get on, eh? So we're going low still. So this time what I want you to do is I want you to just go high on that, allow for it, because you're not allowing for each time you're getting the same low, that's still too low. You need to go high, and you're pulling to the left on all your shots, so let's just correct that physically. So you're aiming to the higher point and to the right. That should work if you do that. Better, but still too far left, eh?
Yeah.
So you've got no tools here to adjust your...
No.
Okay, well then you're just going to have to work off... I mean, you're reasonably... I mean, you could go ask to a group better, but what I'd say is, if you've got no tools to adjust it and you want to go and shoot a rabbit tonight, the only way you're going to do it is to allow for the distance, because you're pulling to the left. Let's do it again so we get more grouping. Well, that went really to the right and to the top, so where you actually aim this time.
Yeah.
Which suggests maybe it's not your bow. See if you can put one in the same place again. And right through it. Well, that's the same place, grouping nicely. That was directly above it. No, below it, sorry. And the same place. So now you are in the right place. I think it's your angle, how you're standing and everything, because that's grouped. Go for the same place again, see if you group it. Yeah, that was a good shot. That was in the bullseye. Okay, well, not bullseye, but inside the circle. So what I want you to do is just to do a bit more practice before we go for a shoot, until you're confident you're getting them inside that circle every time.
Yep.
Otherwise, if you find a rabbit and you line it up, you waste your time.
Yeah.
You want to be confident that you can do it every time. So we'll just carry on with that, and just be careful with animals and people while you're doing this, yeah?
Yep.
Check. So we are going to have pace with Spencer at some stage. I've got to talk to Spencer's mum and dad about it more and see how we go with that, but there's a bit of bonding going on, and he's been with Spencer most of the afternoon and enjoying the attention. They're pretty deadly, aren't they? The old broadheads. You can imagine the damage they do. They'd slice a heart wide open, be pretty quick death. So today Spencer's been working on his knife, and he's actually done a really good job. That's sharp, mate. That's really sharp, pal. Hell yeah. There's not too many 13-year-olds that can bloody sharpen a knife like that. It's got a good edge. That was on a junkie jig, that one. Thanks, Mark. These guys are getting the chop soon, and we're going to get some new ones. And Ducky's going to stay here for now. That's the shed that Al and I put up. Eleanor, I call it Al for short. It's just like that, one of those cheap sort of, I don't know, sheds you get from Bunnings. But it just was a lot cheaper than buying an actual chicken coop. So I've made that solid, and I'm going to close it off, put some laying boxes in there, and I'm going to cut out of the door. I'm going to cut a section out of here so it's got mesh on it. I'm going to lock them in there for a bit, so they're used to it, and then I'm going to put wire netting right through this whole area around here. But I'm going to get some new chickens, because those old ones aren't laying very well. We're going to eat those. That's the plan. And that'll be a chicken coop that keeps everything like inside this area so they don't get into our garden. I mean, broccoli's not flash, and the other one that was starting to grow, something ate it. I don't know if it was a rat or what, but something got in here and ate it. And the celery's looking a bit tired down there. See it growing in between the plants. That one's been eaten too. So I don't know whether it's rats or something. Do you guys know? Because I don't know. The old bedroom window. We've got poison down there. We've got a trap inside that box. It's pumping in here. It's just going, eh? Those are zucchini. I planted those just only 5-6 days ago. That's watermelon. That's going well, eh? It's only been in there for 5 days as well, seeded. That dill's about 10 days old, and it's all leaning towards the sun. Going to be great with fish, that. And again down here, more zucchinis. So the good thing about zucchinis is that, you know, if you're a student or someone who hasn't got a lot of money, you can plant one plant, and in the summertime you've got oodles of food because they keep producing. And this is what I'm going to give those to my daughter, because Data's a student and she's on a budget. So there'll be something that she can plant with a glass house, like just a wee something at home in her flat, out in the sort of balcony, and she can have a regular supply of something green in her tucker which is cheap to produce, you know, for what you get. It's a high production plant, really good. And everything else is just like, it's growing really well. Even the stuff was seeded, like these little tomatoes here. So we're going to plant those out soon. These little sort of growers are great because they don't cost much. I think I paid $10 for that. And that's my basil. And basil's really good with rabbit. I eat a lot of rabbit, so it goes well with that. That'll be like, you know, we can use that probably in another couple or 3 weeks. And here's my broccoli that I've seeded myself. It's going really well. It's all happening, eh? It's gherkins. I've never grown gherkins before. And those zucchinis just popped up today. More seeded stuff waiting to come up here. The cool thing is that Eleanor, who's in the house truck, she hasn't been here all day, but she did the dogs this morning. That she's really hands-on with the dogs and also the garden, so she does a lot of weeding and stuff. So we don't have to I don't have to be doing it every day while she's here. So that way I don't get bored with stuff, because I'm not really much of a gardener. Good dog. Gonna run these guys in a minute. Just want to show you over here. Having her helping around the place is taking a huge weight off, and it means I can do all the other jobs. So I just want to show you over here. Everything looks just so different now we've got this cleared, as you can see. Our sun's coming in, seeing the sun go down, and the sun's on the house even late. I'm going to be sleeping in here probably, I don't know, another couple of weeks. You can see this side of the house now is in the sun. It never used to be. This is just all the building stuff from up, all the rubbish I'm taking away. But that's my window in my bedroom, and it's in the sun. How cool is that? I've got this nice, beautiful view across here now of the mountains, Mount Arthur. And not sure what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put, I don't know, some grass in, or maybe another garden because it's another sunny place. Maybe some plants so I can just something small that's low. Don't know yet. So if you've got any good ideas, guys, let me know. He's just about ready to go and have a crack at a rabbit. I don't fancy his chances because he hasn't really been getting great sort of regular shots in the same place, but we'll see how he goes. And I'm not going to film that because I'm going to let him go by himself. It's hard enough to get up close by yourself. But hopefully he bags something, you never know. Be having fun trying anyway. Better than sit at home. I like coming out to the farm, boys. So we're supposed to go hunting today, but I was just too exhausted because yesterday was a massive day and I worked quite late last night editing. What will I be bringing to you next? Well, I'm about a week behind with the big videos. I suppose the next one will be maybe last week spending the day with Spencer and what we achieved in that day. That was a mighty day that day. But really don't know, it's just making it up as I go along. So give me feedback if there's anything specifically you really want to see, because I'm not really sure whether what I'm doing is that enjoyable to even watch. I see you using that crack in the pipe to wash your hands there, Captain. What's the story? Did you get it going?
Yeah, so at the moment,
Yeah.
I've just made a temporary fix, so that was the main feed line.
It was the main feed line.
Yep.
So did you find out down here where it went or not?
No.
Oh, I
So
can do that, mate.
all we need is a T.
Yep.
A T in this line here,
Yeah,
and
righto.
then just connect that piece back up to that.
Oh,
and
laughing.
but then that there just has to be dug in.
Oh, yeah?
See across here.
That's another day, bro. I can do that.
That's easy, eh?
Yeah, I can do
But
that, mate.
I'll fix that water leak because I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
you got water.
Okay.
So you
Legend.
got
You okay? You alright?
good to go.
Yeah.
Legend.
Legend. Bruno's doing a lot better again. So I think what it was I was putting him in the small cage overnight to keep him warm, but he wasn't getting his blood circulating enough, and he tried to get up in the morning. This is only a theory, I could be well wrong. I'm hoping this is what it was, and because I've noticed as the day goes on he gets better, and today he's been getting up beautifully, haven't you, boy? Hey, Bruno. Watch to see how it goes. Bruno, come. Bruno, come. Bruno, come. Struggling a bit. Bruno, come. Back in, struggling a bit. Good boy. But he couldn't even, good boy. He couldn't even get up before, so he is getting better. But I don't know if that's it or not. And he is on that cannabis oil, the exact same one I am, so he's probably feeling a bit stoned. But I can tell you one thing, it kills pain, it stops pain. Right, it's getting cold, so I've got to get the snapper sorted for the boys. Right now they're just doing the bullseye one more time. He's getting the bullseye too, so I think he's ready to go and have a shot at a rabbit. Having a man's confidence here on it. Yeah, it's definitely a kill shot. You're ready to go for a rabbit, and the way the sun is right now going down, I'll say you want to do it now, buddy. Good fire, mate.
Fired one to a rock once. And it was
Oh
not
yeah,
great.
just taking those off, eh?
Yeah.
Going in right? Looks alright, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. He's a good bugger, David. Right, mate, I'm going to start with a snapper. I'll leave you to go and hunt that rabbit, yeah? Good luck.
See.
I think you'd all agree that sitting by the fire with your mates would be... It'd be at the top, wouldn't it?
Oh,
You know?
that's hard to leave. Well up there.
Like, just sitting around the fire, we're just hanging, you know, good mates hanging around the fire, and you can see why I don't watch TV. I sit here every night.
Nature's TV.
Nature's TV.
Yeah. Got the oak tree with the birds up there. There's only like 4 or 5 left. There used to be 30. I was just telling Jody that used to go in there, but chicken tasting like chicken, they ended up going in the pot. But the simple life of just, you know, hanging out by your fire with friends is where it's at.
Yep.
Doesn't really get any better. And it doesn't cost anything other than a bit of wood and a few rocks. And even if you're living at home and you're not on a farm, you can still do it if your neighbours are okay with a bit of smoke.
Yep.
Got to kind of look out for that one. We're talking about shooting, and Dayla, my daughter's going for a firearms licence in about 2 months. So it rocks up. She went out with her mates the other night, and they got a goat and they ate it. And she said, "Dad, it was awesome. I was out there in the wild. We felt like we were really surviving. We had no food, and we shot this goat, and we took strips off it. We cooked it on the fire. It was just so awesome. I want to start hunting." And my whole life I've been taking her hunting, and she's never really been really that attracted to it. But when she did it with her mates, it was different to her dad, and that's the power of peer group pressure, you know. And I'm really pleased she's taking it hunting because she's going to love it. Looks like we've got a visitor here. There you go, mate. It's my new, I was going to say boarder, but I don't really call her a boarder because she's like a mate. She lives here for 10 hours a week work. Brilliant with the dogs, brilliant with the garden. That's Al, everybody. And she comes from a family of farmers, so real practical people. Really, really, really cool having Al here. So tonight it's snapper on the fire, and I think we're just going to smack it on top of this plate. Just stick it on that. I'm not even going to diamond score it, just cook it slow in its own heat.
Nice to meet you.
My wife, Jody.
Jody, nice to meet you. I'm good.
Yeah, good day?
Oh, bloody good day.
You look pumped, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. Been up a moat tree.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Upper Moteri.
Upper Moteri.
That's how I had to relearn to say it. My daughter taught me the right way.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I noticed you were good on the old West Coast pronunciations too yesterday.
Oh, it's because my mother's a fluent speaker and I've got to get it right, otherwise I get a clip on the ear, yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, I've had to relearn it all though, because we didn't learn it right at school, Māori, eh? We learned it all, well, it's just the way we grew up.
Yeah,
Teachers,
exactly.
Yeah.
Get down to Motueka.
Yeah, good to see you, mate, anyway.
Yeah, good. You too. You guys been out hunting?
No, we've just been fixing your water. So you got.
Oh, yeah, in the house.
That's all good
Had
now.
to do a bit of a manual flush, but not a...
No, she's all going now, mate. It's all good. He fixed it up, yeah. He's a bloody legend. It's all good. So, Cole's back. Did you actually shoot a rabbit or not?
Nah.
Oh, well, good try, bud.
You try to sneak out?
What do you got, mate? Oh, you didn't have to do that. Was that the one he shot the other day?
10th of the 2nd, that one he's got written on it.
That's the same stuff as you got.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's the stag you knocked over, is it? Good churn, bro.
Give you that one. There you go.
Oh, mate, that's frozen, thank you.
No
I know someone who won't be eating it, AL.
Absolutely not.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
Righty, see you fellas later.
See you later, mate.
See you later.
See you later, mate. Beauty, good to see you. Cheery. Al's going to go get some kumara to stick in the embers. We've got potato and kumara that was brought over here by Spencer's dad.
2 kumaras and a beetroot.
2 kumaras, a beetroot and an onion.
Yeah, I thought so.
Good chomping and chewing. I'm going to smack that fish on that plate too. Do you eat fish as well or not?
Yep, I eat fish, especially if it's been caught straight out of the ocean.
Yeah, it was straight out of the ocean yesterday.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it'll cook on there all right. So we've got this with the scales on. I've taken the guts out and it's just basically cooked with its scales. You leave the scales on because we're going to open it up and eat it from the inside out. So the scales stop the actual skin burning. If I was doing it in a pan with oil, I'd scale it and I'd diamond score it and I'd put some onion and tomato and ginger and garlic in there, but this is just a really easy, quick way to do it. The biggest thing is turning it over without it falling apart, and that's the hard bit. So we start off just by turning it a few times. Now, just to start it off.
He just starts taking off and I'm chasing him like,
Yeah.
Bruno, where are you? Where you going? And I'm down the drive going, Bruno, come.
Oh, did he go down the drive, did he?
Yeah, and he's like back where those pellets are and stuff.
Just running okay?
Not running, but like on a very purposeful walk.
Yeah, because he was really not well, was he? Now he's
Oh, he
going.
wasn't. And that little bit of dog roll I gave him midday yesterday.
Just the old posse Hey, our little lamp's still going, mate.
That's going real
Yeah,
well.
just use flax for a week. It's working better than the stuff at the shop. Don't know how long to go for. How's our fish looking? Might be time to turn it over. What do you reckon, Bruno?
Bruno reckons yes.
Yep.
Bruno's full of ideas at the moment. Bruno, think about this.
I'm going to turn that over again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's cooking. It's cooking.
Yes,
That's,
yeah,
that's good. That's perfect. That's nice. Really good. Just baking it over the fire nice and slow. And our torch is still burning well. It's bloody good. Didn't think it was going to work, but it did. Just use flax, dried flax for a wick. Well, me hunting dog couldn't catch a hog. If you tied it to his tail or pen one in the yard, he hasn't got a clue what he's supposed to do. He's useless just like you. He's useless just like you. You boys singing or what?
No.
Well, you ain't getting a snap if you don't sing. You have to do it again. Flint, mate. Well, that's a good flint, eh?
Yeah.
That's the flint that Spencer made us fire with, which is cooking our snapper, which is bloody good. I reckon it's ready, eh?
Yeah.
I reckon. Hey, here's our tucker, guys. Make sure your hands are washed, and we can tear into it. I can get you a fork if you like. Yep. Would you like a fork? Can we use fingers?
No, right, eh?
Okay.
Tortilla. Yeah, but Bruno.
Bit of homemade bread, yeah?
Homemade bread, yep.
Oh, let's try a bit of this fish, eh?
This whole thing.
Yeah. It's a piece underneath you want to eat, because there's scales there.
Is that me?
Sure is. Just eat it just like this here.
This here though, eh?
Yeah, mate, tear into it. Be good chomping. Good organic.
Ooh!
Tearing it, boys.
Holy shit.
It's good, eh?
That's alright.
Good tucker. Oh, that's delicious, man. That's perfect.
That is unbelievably good.
Oh, yeah. Good tearing it, boys. I'll be gone before you know it.
Peace and love.
Yeah. Al's got these vegetables going in the fire. There's a real feed on.
Tastes like fish for some reason. Why is that? What do you reckon that is?
What do you reckon about the fish, mate? You like it? First time snapper for you, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that your first time snapper, Spencer?
Yeah.
So I caught that yesterday with Spencer. We were at Derval and just done it on the fire just like this, and it's really absolutely delicious. Just cooked, you know, in its skin with nothing added to it. Natural flavour.
Disappeared, mate.
There goes. There's the idea. Look, see that? Easy to get out, mate. Wrap your laughing gear on that.
No.
No, don't put your fingers on it. Open your mouth and eat it. Don't waste it. It's the best part, bud. Chew it up. Come on, get it down you.
I don't
It's
know.
not a pill you swallow, it's an eye. Don't you spit it out, mate. That's the best part. Come on, get it down. Don't you spit it out.
one.
Come on, where's it gone? Chew it up. You just,
Come on, Spence, it's not
you
that
just
hard.
all you spit out's the hard bit, and the
Just suck down
there's
the
a wee
liquidy
bit, the lens you can spit out, and the hard bit. You get all the juice. It's tasty as.
He's happy as Larry. He's happy about it.
Spencer reckons I'm not going to eat the other eye. That's it there. See it, Spencer? Right there.
Yeah.
Where's the pea? That one there. You know that, and the other bit you don't eat is that bit there.
Do you eat onions on keto?
Yeah, mate. Absolutely, you do. Eat vegetables on keto. Oh, that looks good. That roasted onion, mate, is delicious. That's to die for.
It's good.
Oh, mate, it's good chomping and chewing. Really, seriously.
It's
Can you
unbelievable.
scratch
That's hot, eh?
Yeah, it's hot.
How hot is it?
Shit, it's hot. It's hard to say.
Is that kumara you got?
Kumara, yep.
Oh, mate, that looks brilliant. Oh, you got a bit of frozen backstrap. I reckon it's going to be a bit frozen to cook, bud. You could cut some medallions, just some fine medallions, and put them on the plate. Try that. So normally you'd take that skin off, but don't worry about that. It looks a bit grubby. So you want to just cut fine medallions that way. Okay, so your knife should be sharp enough. That was a bit thin. You go a bit thicker than that.
Oh.
Yeah.
For that?
Geez, that board looks grubby, yeah. That's probably a bit fat, so somewhere in between that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like that?
Put your finger on the other side so you're not cutting. So you're on the other side. Turn it around. Nice, pretty sharp. Right down to the wood so it's not all stuck together. Good man, there's your medallions. Give a good sprinkle of salt all over it. Right, smack them on the plate.
Yeah, they were just there for a week.
Yep, they're all done. And what's this here cooking here?
Oh, that says it's a corn fritter.
Okay.
It's a vegetarian special.
That's not hot enough there, eh?
Oh, Spence, mate, we're going to have to really ask you some questions later.
What's he going to knock over younger now, is he?
Oh, he's just willy-nilly kicking shit.
No. Oh, your foot's on the onion, Spencer.
No, he's all right. He
Jeez,
doesn't
mate.
have to with his foot.
Okay,
Oh,
well there goes your medallions. Is it cooked properly, guys?
We
Yeah.
cut the biggest bit up. And
Pretty
cook-
good. Might try a bit myself there. A bit of pork, wild pork. Well, good chewing. That's tasty.
Good.
Okay, good tucker. Yep, oh, heaps of salt on that, eh? That's good. That's medallions cut up, and that's the reason we hunt. Is that the pig you got with me, Spencer? The 80-pound sow?
Yeah.
Shit, that tastes good. No fat on it though, eh? And it's on the special Clay Tall Stories board that Spencer made me. See that? Somewhere there's the logo, and somewhere's Bruno's bum, right there. There it goes. That's awesome, bud. You had a good day, mate?
Yeah.
Me too. You Cole?
Yep.
Bloody good. Well, tearing it, guys. Anyway, good luck with your own outdoor cooking and the rest of it, guys. Thanks for joining us. Be good. If you cannot be good, then what, Spencer? Didn't hear you, mate.
Be careful!
I've been
Yeah.
good at it.
Be careful. You weren't careful today, were you, eh?
What do
Right.
you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, you cooked sausages when you're supposed to
Oh, yeah.
keep your appetite for this dinner.
Won't talk about it.
Won't talk about that, okay. See ya.
This one.
Jeez, that looks good, mate.
Oh, focused.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. That's a good bit of tucker.
Cheers.